That's what Michael called,
Yeah.
will come in with the muffin.
Of course.
Yeah.
We know that.
Introducing
that.
on behalf of 100,000
Yeah,
Poets
you
for Change
do the
and
introduction.
tribute to Michael Rotenberg, I give you Honey Novick.
So, whoever is seeing this is really a very special opportunity to honor an extraordinary human being, an American poet, activist, teacher, an insightful human being who wanted to do something to make this world a better place. And what did he do? He created events where poetry was the potent tool for change. And he called his endeavor 100,000 Poets for Change. Every year there was a theme. Personally here in Toronto, the word change for me was enough. That if anybody wanted to make a change in their life, I was really happy to include them in 100,000 Poets for Change, including my own life. And so I'd like to share some songs and some poetry in honor of Michael and for change, for the betterment of the world. And I'm going to read the mission statement from 100,000 Poets for Change, Toronto. Our goal is to bring poetry back to the center of cultural life, in the same way that the revolution in communications technology has sparked revolutionary movements around the world. So we, the poets of all nations, 100,000 strong, will speak on the same day to express our solidarity with those who cannot speak for themselves. Whatever else, poetry is freedom. By speaking to a worldwide audience using Facebook, Zoom, Twitter, X, Skype, we will remind all of us of poetry's great gift to the human spirit, delight. So my first piece was inspired by a course with Robert Priest, who's a Canadian national treasure. And in that course, I wrote this little song poem, and it goes like this. The dog sat down. He didn't want to do it, but the dog sat down. Listening to Hammett blew it. The dog sat down, 'cause jazz is amazing. At listening to the sax that set his heart a-blazing. Oh, the dog sat down. He wasn't really tired, but the dog sat down. He was actually inspired to howl and scat, this and that. And he did it silently. Oh, the dog howled. Ow! And the dog scattered. Oh, the dog. Shh. And then the dog sat down. He really missed the sax. The dog sat down. And he didn't want it back. The dog sat down. Then he howled, scattered, and then he did it silently. And then, thank you very much, there's a wonderful endeavor in the city of Hamilton that we're partnering with this afternoon, the Keeping Six endeavor, and I have a poem in it, and it is called Body Image Issues. Phone call from a friendly acquaintance, talking this and that, tittle and tattle, until the meat of the conversation. Do you think I eat too much? She asked of me. I hadn't noticed, was my reply. She continued, the woman who joined us at the concert suggested I join Overeaters Anonymous. She confided, adding, do you think I have an eating disorder? I said I thought the other person overstepped a boundary. It's none of her business, and that I was sorry, not apologizing, but expressing sorrow that the other woman felt compelled to start this conversation. It is too intimate and personal for acquaintances. I do feel sorrow at this new war on women, the war resulting in eating disorders and body image issues. The feminist warriors of a longer standing battle are having their voices heard in some arenas like choice and equal pay for equal work. Some action has been taken, but this is a new patriarchal war. Attack how women view themselves and then assault how women cope with their self-perceptions. Some women have been co-opted into waging war on other women using these personal affronts. My new battle cry is, mirror, mirror on the wall, my perceptions of me concern you not at all. I am pretty, I am kind, I am the diamond waiting for you to find. If you seek and you fail, I will still revere my own image. Hail to me, hail, hail. So for the wonderful Bill and for Michael, I'll do the addio. And of course, please feel free if you want to join in. It's always an honor to sing this song. It's like a prayer. It's in Spanish. The backstory is that in the 15th century, when the Jews were being expelled out of Spain, some traveled north through Europe and some traveled south to the north of Africa. So fast forward a couple of centuries and Verdi heard music of these people, the Ladinos, the Latin Jews, and he took this melody and used it at the end of La Traviata. Fast forward a couple of hundred years again, and I was in New York at a concert, and I heard the original Ladino, and I thought it was extraordinary. I asked the person to send it to me, and then I rearranged it, and this is what I did with it. The Spanish honors people who have left us. Initially I wrote it for my mother and Jorge Saya of General Idea and others who have left me that I knew, Sal Mineo. And it's a tribute to them. And it says basically, goodbye my dear, you have enriched my life. Your mother, when she brought you into this world, gave you a heart that loves much. Now you seek other doors. Now you have other passions. But for me, you live. Adio, adio, querido, te conocierte mi alegro, la vida mi enriqueces. Adio, adio, querido, te conocierte mi alegro, la vida mi enriqueces. Tu madre cuando te da luz y te trae al mundo, corazón yo te dio para amar mucho. Adio, adio, querido, te conocierte mi alegro, la vida mi enriqueces. Adio. vida me enriquece. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, Marty, back to Marty.
Thank you, honey.
That's beautiful. It's
Well,
transporting. Transporting.
Thanks for coming.